I picked up the Lego Batman 3 game and I like it a lot, like more than I thought I would. I just don't understand why they let the Lego men plummet to their death the way they do. I thought this was a kid's game. Hey guys, it's Spiffy, and it's also been way too long since I made a video. If it looks like I'm squinting at any point in this video, it's because this high ponytail is doing a number on my scalp. Today's video, as the title probably suggests, is my Husbando Tag. If you don't know what a husbando is, or a waifu, or a waifu, however you choose to pronounce it, Google it. W-A-I-F-U, and husbando is just like it sounds. Husband with an O at the end. So I'm gonna do this by category. Categories like anime, cartoons, and video games. Otherwise, I'd be jumping back and forth and this would turn into a 20-minute video, and we all know how much you love watching 20-minute long videos. From the anime section, the first husbando I have is Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know if that's gonna make anyone happy or mad. Everyone's like, oh, he's so mean, he's so, I don't know what it is. I started watching the show when I was pretty young, and I like Hiei a lot. Unsurprising, Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z is also on that list. Short boys with very tall hair. I don't know what it is, Vegeta. Well, I like Vegeta's character, his character development. He went from being an actual villain to a real hero. Gamagori Senpai from Kill la Kill. Gamagori is not playing games with anybody. Lady Satsuki lays down the law, and he's here to protect the law. He's here to defend the law. I love Gamagori. Chunin prodigy Neji Hyuga is the last of my anime husbandos. I love Neji, and I'm not gonna get into this in this video because I know that's really gonna make it a long video. But if you know me, you know how I complain and I get mad about the things that have befallen Neji. Precious cinnamon roll. Going on to my boys from cartoons. Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond. If you watch Batman Beyond, you know why. I don't have to try. I don't have to tell you. You know exactly why. Chase Young from Shaolin Showdown. Now this goes farther than almost any other husbando except for Vegeta and maybe a couple others. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the being part dragon or the armor or the voice acting or the design. I don't know what it was. But there was something about Chase Young. I was obsessed. I was watching FMVs. I was reading fan fiction, writing fan fiction. I have a commissioned piece from a friend from back in Florida. She drew me a picture of Chase Young, and I was just brought back to my old days. Richie Foley from Static Shock. I don't care what anybody says. Virgil was cute, yes. But Virgil reminded me of a relative. He reminded me of people I actually knew, that I actually have in my family. I'm not calling him like a brother type. I mean, he himself reminds me of relatives. Richie though, Richie had the glasses. Richie wore the urban attire in that series. Everyone wore urban attire in that series, except for maybe Daisy. Daisy looked like she was going to church all the time. I love Daisy, but she looked like she was going to church all the time. Richie was out here. Richie looked like the kid who shopped at, you know, he had FUBU and Rockaware, but he was also coding and designing websites in school. Richie looked like he low-key listened to Biggie, but could also give you a seminar on the latest computer product. I loved Richie. Vlad Masters from Danny Phantom. I don't have an excuse. I don't have an excuse. I don't. I know everyone's judging me. I can feel it. I don't have an excuse. I'm sorry. I failed this city. Moving on to video game boys, I have to say my first is Jin Kazama from Tekken. If you play Tekken, you know that Jin and Kazuya, his dad, have like the exact same hair, and in certain games a very similar moveset. I use the term similar loosely, so I don't want anyone who loves Tekken coming for me. They are not the same. I'm not suggesting they're the same. But they do, as people, they look similar. You know, as like the like 4, 5, 6 went on, you know, they decided to make everyone super swole, so their bodies were almost the same too. And I just didn't like Kazuya like that. Jin's just him and those like tribal tattoo eyebrows that he had. I don't know. I don't know. Keelik from Soul Calibur, aka the Jin of Soul Calibur, as I thought when I was younger. Namco made 2 awesome games in Tekken and Soul Calibur, and there are similar elements. They are very different games, and I do like that. I wouldn't want to play a clone of one. But Keelik. I'll get into a review of the games at a different time, because I'll just go on and on. But Keelik was a person. Him and that staff. Ken Masters from Street Fighter. Don't judge me. Or judge me. I can't tell you not to. Judge me if you need to. Ken Masters. I hate Ken, and I love Ken. Ken was bae for a time. I don't know. Ryu and his poor Dark Hollow life. I like Ryu. I don't like evil Ryu. That was not a thing for me. It was just regular Ryu. None of that you could kill me just because you're upset type deal. Next is Guile. Now, I hated Guile back in the day. I didn't think he was cute. I didn't think he was cool. I thought he was annoying. I didn't like his moveset. I didn't like him. I was never interested in Guile. He was not even on my radar. To be honest, if I made this list when I was maybe 12, Cody would have been on this list. Cody might have been number 1. Vega might have been number 1. But Guile, I don't know. I just started liking it. I think it had something to do with Guile's theme, because y'all know I love that song. I just want to be, I want to be a family man. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, both Sub-Zeros for Mortal Kombat. I have such sorrow for what happened to Scorpion. A long time ago when I was a child, and when I say child I mean a real child, like single digits, cousins all had these games. Cousins had Street Fighter, cousins had Tekken, cousins had Mortal Kombat, Virtual Fighter, all those. Soul Calibur was the one, well no I'm lying, cousin had Soul Edge. Wasn't allowed to have consoles till I was like 13. But I felt so bad for Scorpion when I finally learned his story. They did him so wrong. He really thought Sub-Zero, listen, I know I'm getting emotional about this game where everyone bleeds when they blink and it's just full of fighting and chaos, but I can't. I feel bad for him and I feel bad for Melina, which I'll talk about in a different day, maybe when I'm talking about just Mortal Kombat. But I feel so, like, they wronged him. They did him so dirty. Man, all the hellfire in the world when he returned. And then Sub-Zero, I felt bad. It's like you can't defend yourself. You can't, nothing you say is gonna make him, there's so much drama in this blood-filled game. Well, thank you for listening to me prattle on about fictional characters that I think are cute. Knowing myself, there's probably gonna be another Husbando or related video in the future. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, comment, tell me who your husbandos and waifus are. Sometimes I get surprised. People will tell me characters that I didn't realize could be bae for anybody. Someone out here talking about third Hokage is bae, and I had to stop. I like Vlad, remember? I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. If I can like Vlad, then the third Hokage can definitely be bae. I love you guys. Bye!